Lost in the Amazon rainforest, without any supplies in the Sahara Desert, feeling the chill out in the frigid Arctic. I'm sure you've got plenty of ideas of how to take care of yourself, right? Well, forget them. They're probably completely wrong. In fact, they're more likely to leave you as a pile of bones in a ditch somewhere. So from eating on a jellyfish stand to drinking that pee to stay hydrated, here are some survival myths that could get you killed. And what you should really do to survive. Frostbite first aid. If you ever find yourself stuck outside in a cold climate, one of the biggest risks to your safety is frostbite. You've probably heard of it, but what exactly is it? Well, it's when a person's skin and the tissue underneath winds up freezing. It'll start out like a painful red patch, but if left untreated, will progress and your skin will stiffen, numb, and go a sickly gray. In the very worst cases, it can even lead to tissue necrosis, which is where your skin literally dies. Ew. So if you've gotten cold enough to catch frostbite, you'll want to warm up. Pronto. Now, if your hands are a little cold, you rub them together, right? Despite your first instinct, though, never rub anywhere you suspect might be catching frostbite. This'll only make things worse. A lot worse. Yeah, rubbing frostbite skin will just cause more tissue damage. It needs to be treated gently and given the chance to heal. Okay, so if we have the tools, how about starting a nice warm fire instead? Nope. Frostbitten skin is super sensitive and can easily be burnt by open flames. Damn. So what can you do? Well, the best approach is to submerge any affected areas in warm water and drink warm liquids, not hot. This will warm you up gently and avoid burns. But if you're still out in the cold, your priority should really be finding some shelter. Otherwise, no matter what you do, your skin will just refreeze anyway. Preferably, that shelter will be somewhere with Netflix and room service. Cactus cocktails. Okay, let's say you're in the desert and you're desperately hot. Dehydration is setting in and you need some water fast. You may have seen some old Western movies where the cowboy chops open a cactus and takes a drink from inside. Don't try this. It's not actually water inside the prickly plant. It's a noxious fluid that'll cause vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach pain. If you're already dehydrated, the last thing you need is to be losing precious water by puking and pooping it all up. If you're very unlucky, the forbidden smoothie could even cause paralysis. Oh man. There is a single exception to this rule. The fish hook barrel cactus's juices can be ingested, though only in tiny quantities and only ever in an extreme emergency. This cactus is less likely to cause those unpleasant side effects, but it's still not worth the risk. A better option is the fruit of a cactus named the prickly pear. It's full of water and can be safely ingested, providing you remove all those spines. Unlike cactus goop, this cactus fruit is unlikely to lead to a weekend atop the porcelain throne, so the choice should be obvious. If you'd like some primo entertainment to watch while sat on your own porcelain throne, look no further. Hit those like and subscribe buttons to make sure you never miss another great video like this one. It could save your life. Don't believe this. Anybody that's ever disturbed a nest of bees will know how terrifying the experience can be. I just wanted a little honey. Bees and wasps are relentless. And if they see you as a threat, then they'll make sure you know it. Dealing with one isn't much of a problem, but trying to swat a whole swarm? Good luck with that. The only thing to do is run and try and find somewhere safe to hide. Whatever you do, though, if you see a pond or river, don't jump into it. Anonymous fraudsters claiming to be survival experts are adamant that because neither bees nor wasps like water, jumping into a lake or river and hiding beneath the surface will make them give up and buzz off. In reality, that's not the case at all. These stripy stingers are aggressive and super protective of their homes. If you've angered them, why would the short time you can hold your breath for be enough to dissuade them? They'll simply wait above the water for you. Okay, waiting for you is a bit dramatic. They won't literally hover and watch the spot where you went under, but they'll continue to search the area for you until you inevitably have to resurface. When you do, it'll be beat down time once again. Only you'll have the added disadvantage of, being in water. So if you're ever chased by wasps or bees, stay on dry land and try and find shelter. Better yet, don't annoy them enough to chase you. Fire before shelter? You know how in movies you always get those scenes of people lost in the wilderness sleeping around a huge fire? It makes for a nice looking scene, sure, but in the real world, a fire shouldn't be anyone's priority. Shelter is much more important. For one, all it'll take is a spot of rain or some strong winds, and then that fire you put so much effort into is kaput. Plus, fires need fueling and maintaining with wood, which will use a lot of your precious energy. Shelter, on the other hand, is effective from the moment it's set up and provides a safe place to sleep when you eventually collapse from exhaustion. And trust me, you will. But what exactly should you be looking to build? Well, you need some form of bed above all else. I'm not saying you need a king size mattress and a heated blanket. You just need to make sure you're off the ground. It gets very, very cold at night, and you can easily freeze if you're lying on it without protection. A simple makeshift mattress can be built by laying long branches out on the floor, then insulating your creation with lots of leaves or grass. If you've got any tools to hand, you could even attach branches together and suspend your bed between two trees like a true survivalist. Only once you've got a place to sleep should you focus on anything else, like a roof. And after the roof, then you can try and get around to that swimming pool you've always dreamed of. The quicksand question. Growing up, I thought that quicksand would be a much bigger threat in my life than it actually ended up being. Thanks, Andy. Outside of the movies, it's unlikely to swallow you in seconds if you accidentally touch it with your big toe. However, it can still trap you if you're not careful, which could be extremely dangerous if you don't know how to react. But what actually is it? Essentially, quicksand is loose cylinder grit that's become so saturated with water that it behaves more like a liquid than a solid and can no longer hold weight very well. So here's the big question. If you get caught in it, do you think you should stay still or try to free yourself? I'm waiting. Okay, if you said stay still, wrong. Pop culture has taught us that the best thing to do is avoid struggling and wait for someone to reach out with a handy stick. Outside of Tinseltown, though, this just isn't good advice. If you stay motionless, you'll never get free, especially if you don't have a friend with you to dramatically save you. That being said, don't flail around like a maniac either. What you should do is lean backwards to distribute your weight evenly and make slow back and forth movements with your body to loosen the sticky sand's hold on you. It'll take a fair while, but it'll get you out of there alive eventually. Humans see, human don't. If you're lost out in the wilderness and your tummy starts rumbling, it can be very difficult to figure out what you can and can't eat. Choose correctly and your chances of surviving increase significantly. But choose incorrectly and you could be in for a really bad time. So, how do we tell? If you said take a look at what other animals are eating and copy them, then congratulations! You aren't surviving. Yet, there's a common belief that if you see an animal eating something, it's safe for human consumption too. This should set off alarm bells for any sensible person. Humans and animals have completely different diets.